Beerzerker! What's going on? So, I picked up a beer that I think is pretty neat, and I mean, seeing as it is it was over $12 up here in Canada. So you might want to review this son of a bitch before you drop $12 on it, right? I'm thinking. All right, it's the Ommegang Brewery, right? Cooperstown, New York. So it's the Game of Thrones Fire and Blood Red Ale, right? So you got the dragon on there, the whole bit. 6.8% ABV. It says serve at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius. Ale brewed with ancho chilies. Oh, okay, chilies. Alright, so they put some chilies in here. Okay, so they talk themselves up here, and that's all fine. And so I'll give you some of the spiel here. I'm not going to go into the dragon, not going into the Dungeons and Dragons end of it. Okay, so we're sweet malt succumbs to whispery dryness, tingled with nutty spelt, spicy hops and rye, as ancho chilies portend piquant dark fruit. Okay. Pour slowly, blah 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 blah. All right. You can definitely get more head out of it. I've been. This is my third glass. I mean, I paid $12 for it, but I've had 3 goblets and I'm only halfway down. And this is 6.8% beer. So, you know, I don't feel ripped off anymore. So 6.8% red ale, Belgian red ale. It's the dark Belgian style. If you're familiar with that Golden Drac, there's a few, well, more than a few of these beers around. This is an absolute picture perfect Belgian head. It looks sticky. It is sticky. The head carries sweetness. It's thick. It's dense. It's gonna outlast the beer. You're gonna drink this beer. There's still gonna be a huge, uh, just island of head in the bottom of the goblet. So it's murky, reddish brown. It's a green goblet, but you can pick up the color through the green goblet. It's absolutely typical of your dark Belgians. Aroma out of this world. You're picking up, of course, the Belgian yeast, which is where the spiciness and the pepperiness comes through with it. Then they threw chilies in here. So the question of the day is it really spicy beer? Is it like like someone just squeezed a bunch of jalapeno juice in there? No, it's it's not even really out battling the spiciness of the Belgian yeast all that much. It's just giving a little bit of burn in the back of the throat, just a subtle. It's very subtle, but you know how those chilies, they got that real powerful snap, and it carries a little bit of that. But if it didn't mention it, you probably wouldn't pick it out, because Belgians are a little bit spicy because of the yeast characteristics and everything. Like, I'm more so noticing the massive malt body in this beer. But major kudos to Ommgang, because and a few other North American brewery companies, and I'm just gonna quick plug to their competition on Unibrew. I just try to brew just like from them. These are both probably the best Belgian beers in the world. Come from North America. This is the ones that I've tried. I mean, this Ommgang stuff is great. And okay, this is my philosophy on dark Belgian ales. Okay, and apparently Ommgang maybe thinks the same thing, because I wouldn't go much above 6.8% on a dark Belgian, because they get disgusting beyond this, because they're just too rich. They're gonna make, it's like trying to eat like 3 fruit cakes or something. It's just too freaking rich. Like it's just too much. So like 6.8, it's just like eating like just one piece of fruitcake. You can do it, and that's civilized, and you're gonna enjoy it, and that's fine. So don't go beyond. Don't eat the whole fruitcake, right? I mean, that's what those 10% dark Belgians are feel like. It's like it feels like you're eating an entire fruitcake, and it makes you sick. This I can drink this whole bottle, and I'm going to tonight. Um, we're getting a great Belgian head out here. It's sticky, it's sweet, and the body of the beer is dry. And I just happen to have I've been going out for any kind of fancy restaurant meals for a while, but I went out today. Got BLT on marble rye with garlic soup. Man, it was great. And so I got the rye flavor right fresh in my brain. You can taste. You're pulling out the rye. The rye and the dryness are going hand in hand. That's a nice burn. That dry scrapey burn down the throat, and then you're picking up the rye flavor right with that. So that's great. The rye was a really good idea, and that's really inspiring and uplifting. Is the Belgian the artistic side of the Belgian brewing, the ability to take the Belgian yeast and to do things with adjuncts in beer that aren't destroying it. Okay, so it's really um, improving on these beers, right? So I mean, that's awesome. I mean, I'm sure that they messed around a lot before pulling up a style out of this, or whatever you want to say. So it's a fabulous mouthfeel. I mean, the nose is great. I mean, the aroma is fabulous. It's just murky. The head retention is out of this world. You're not going to get a beer with a better head than this. Hands down, it's a picture perfect Belgian head. Gonna it's gonna just fucking sit around and fucking be there like a fucking pillow. I mean, front, middle, back. Oh man, let's do it. Carbonation, spiciness. Then you're gonna pull out your malts and Belgian hops. The Belgians, I mean, they got hops, this and that, but I'm really not seeing that as one of the more forward flavors in any of the Belgians almost that I'm trying it as it compared to lagers and your British type ales or your stouts or even your stouts, right? So they have hops and they're tricky to pick out. Um, the burntness, I mean, this is a red ale. You're picking up a slight amount of burnt, but more so you're actually getting a little bit of chilies before so you're starting to pull out the chilies and the aftertaste on the tongue. You're getting that lingering flavor as if you're really wasted in a pub and ordered jalapeno nachos, and then you're sitting there. Just, okay, I said it. All right, so fruits and chocolate. You're definitely pulling out your dark fruits like your raisins, your plums, and your dates, like your dates and your figs for sure, right? Um, styles and pairings. What could you don't want to have with this? I would definitely say like wicked sticky barbecue ribs, man. That'd be great, man. Like or some kind of rich dessert with like melted chocolate on it and like that shit you light on fire. Of course, I always associate these dark Belgians with like fruit cakes and like Christmas pudding. Yeah, that'd be great. But I don't know what to do with this with Christmas pudding. I go straight to like a port or a sherry, something like that. All right, yeah, that's gonna hold up. I mean, come on, this beer isn't gonna fall apart at the end. Are you serious? Like, look at that. This is dreamy. this is sweet dreams in a fucking bottle with a champagne cork. Yeah, that rye was an awesome idea, and having a nice dry dark Belgian. Woo! Awesome. Um, completely enjoying this beer. I'm gonna I don't know. See, I rate out of 11 because here at BeerZerker's Beer Reviews we rate to 11. Right? Turn the dials to 11 because the shit tastes better, right? So I can't see the dark Belgian getting any better than this. This is the best dark Belgian I've ever had. So I'm gonna as it's warming up, I'm really enjoying it more. There's no hollow spots or anything. There's nothing bad about the beer whatsoever, and there's just all kinds of exciting things going on here. And yeah, $12, but you gotta consider it's almost 7%, and I'm gonna. Okay, we're half done. It's not even quite half. I'm about half done, and I've had 3 goblets of this beer, and I'm gonna have 3 more. So it's it's a goblet, so we won't call it a whole beer, but there's literally like at least 3 cans of beer in here. That's 7%. So, and it's Belgian beer, right? Belgian style beer. So I'm gonna say yeah, you definitely want to try this stuff. I mean, this is not shitty beer. And I didn't like Belgian beers up until well, the last one I had that was a lower percentage. I was like, okay, I can drink it. I can drink it. This one's like, I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, good news, people. So I'm gonna 11. I'm gonna Spinal Tap this bitch. All right, this is Spinal Tap beer. This is BeerZerker, and I am out. Should you drink it? Come on, come on. Should you watch Game of Thrones? That's a fucking awesome show. Alright, I don't give a fuck. You don't like it? Kiss my ass. It's a fucking good show. I mean, really good show. Kiss my ass. And this beer is really good too, so fuck you if you don't like it. And I'm out.